Yes, guys, welcome to the Transfer Target Show for your regular Arsenal and football transfer update, mostly Premier League. These videos actually, some will be pre-recorded, some will be live, and it'll be every Monday, Wednesday, and a Friday. I know it's Sunday today, but there is some really big news Arsenal-wise that had to be shared, and it couldn't really wait till Monday, so I'll do another one on Monday as well for you guys as well, so you don't miss out on Monday's show. Make sure you smash a like on the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. And let's get into it. So obviously, big news coming from Arsenal Football Club. So we start with Arsenal. Apparently, they have had a £34 million bid rejected by Sassuolo for Gianluca Scamacca. Don't ask me. I have got no clue who this guy is. No clue. So I can only go on really stats. I can't really actually see what he's been actually playing like in the Serie A. No doubt there's probably top gooners that said, I want to play him. I've seen him for years. I've seen him for the last 2 years in Italia. So yeah, they're already saying that they've already been linked for him a month, so I wasn't surprised. Okay, so why you never mentioned him? Okay, makes sense. But yeah, there you go. So let's have a look, shall we? At the latest news. So in turn, let's go with who should we go with as a reliable source? So as you can see here, look, the bid originally has been rejected. That's definite. That's definitely been rejected. But all I know so far is that Arsenal are implying they're going to go back in with Sassuolo putting a €50 million on the player. So we'll wait to see what Mikel Arteta and Arsenal want to do. I think they'll probably still go for him, but it does raise the question: what about Gabriel Jesus? There was still these great, strong links about Gabriel Jesus, and my question to any Arsenal fans out there: do you feel that this is either a smokescreen to get to try and get the price down on Gabriel Jesus? Do you feel it's the only signing we're going to do, or do you feel we're going to get both? I put a poll up actually on the community page. If you haven't done it, go and do it now. So I'm not going to do it in the chat because it's already here. There will be stuff about Salva, but if I get a chance, I will mention it. But if not, we'll do it tomorrow as a quick video. Yeah, so community. Let's have a look at your community, shall we? So, right, here's the questions I've asked so far. Let me have a look. Stop that screen. Share screen. Right, so will Gianluca Scamacca, age 23, be the answer to Arsenal's lack of top quality strikers, with Nketiah as the second striker, or do Arsenal still need another striker? So 92, a very lot of you, 12 out of 12 people, 92% have said we need another striker. We need another striker. 10 people still, and again, people still deciding that we need both. They don't feel Julius Scamacca or Gabriel Jesus is just the sole answer. They do feel they need both teams, both players. Gabriel Jesus is going to cost around 50 to probably 60 million euros, is what City are asking for. And it's funny enough that Scamacca is worth 50 million euros. Of course, it's got to be the cheap option, isn't it, Arsenal? Come on. Right? We don't do things by halves. We do things by as very little money as possible. Right? So don't forget this. If this deal's done, that is 1/3. Apparently, we have 150 million euros to spend, or 150 million pounds, whatever it is, give or take. That's 1/3 of the budget gone on one player, right? And we're going to need a couple of players anyway. But there's other players I'm going to be mentioning that I will be mentioning in other streams and in other videos. There'll be loads of videos of these coming up. Don't worry about it. But because this one's just mainly just to get the biggest news out there right now, which is Scamacca. This is proper, like, advanced stage stuff. Arsenal are very keen on getting this player. They are expected to make that second bid some point next week, probably the start of next week. They will put that player down, and that's all Fabrizio has said on it so far. But we'll wait and see what Arsenal will do. Will they still go for Gabriel Jesus afterwards? My guess is they won't, because they value Nketiah. You put Nketiah on 100 grand a week and then you're going to bring 2 strikers in. It doesn't make sense. To me, that is the only striker we're getting. I'm telling you now. That is the only striker we're going to get. And we're trusting Edu and Arteta to fix the striking problem, the midfield problem, and also the defence. Don't forget the defence as well. More goals conceded this season just gone. So, yeah, those are the people in charge of our club trying to solve this puzzle. Yeah, right. Good on. Speaking of Edu, there's something weird going on with Edu. Like, something that doesn't smell right at all. Right? Big up Saik, so I was speaking to him last night about this. He's only buying, he only wants Brazilian players. Particularly. Right? He also wants to buy Marquinhos. Right? Marquinhos. Right? He's worth, to him, £3.5 million. Did anyone tell him he's going for a free? Right? Marquinhos is available on a free. Did someone want to tell Edu that? Because obviously he hasn't got that message. When he hasn't got that message, he needs to wake up. Why are you spending £3.5 million for a player that's, let me think, on a free? It doesn't make sense. Unless you're getting something out of it. I'm talking Ralstonelli stuff here. Remember what he did with Pepe? Put an extra 20 million on top. Right? He's also good friends with him. Just saying. Like, I'm telling you, he don't look. He's dodgy. Dodgy deals are going on between Edu and the players he wants, right? And I don't like it one bit. And what's even worse is the fan base don't even realise it. They just go with it. Go with the wind. I've already seen, by the way, Twitter with the Scamacca deal. Some people putting stats out there. You're putting your stats out there like, and saying, I knew we would be linked with him. Arteta's wanted him for months. Right? I knew we'd be linked for him. I knew we would go get him. So why didn't you fucking mention it? Why have you not mentioned it before? You haven't mentioned it until it came out that we made a bid for him. Or we showed an interest. Before that, you had your mouth shut. You were all going on the Gabriel Jesus train. Now all of a sudden you're on the you're on the Gianluca Scamacca deal. Which way are you going? Oh, I'll tell ya. You've got to be the one that sits there and goes, I know everything about this player. I know this. I know that. I know the other. If you've honestly sat there and watched, I'm telling you, no Arsenal fan has spent the whole of last season watching Sassuolo play in Serie A. It's bollocks. Bollocks. And you cannot judge a player off compilations. You can't. Right? You've got to be watching a player game in, game out for 6 months. No Arsenal fan has been watching Sassuolo for 6 months in Serie A. Put money on it. Right? But they all go around thinking, I know this, I know that, I know the other. You don't know fuck all. I don't know anything about him. That's why I'm not going to make any say he's good enough, he's not good enough, blah, 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 blah. I actually think he won't be good enough just because of the fact he is only 23 and he's not like a star like Aubameyang or Lacazette was when they joined the club. When they joined the club, by the way. Because otherwise someone will come down and say Lacazette ain't scored this, that, and I know that. But it really raises the question. Right? I just don't feel that's going to be enough. What happens if one of them gets injured? Then you're having to play them in Europa League and the Premier League at 23 years old. Mate, you're not in your prime yet. Come on. When are Arsenal going to start buying some top quality, experienced players? Experience. Right? Something Arsenal have clearly forgotten that word. Experience. We lost top 4 because we're so inconsistent because our team has no experience. It's a young team. It needs experience in the side. Yet we're buying 19-year-olds and 23-year-olds, right? From leagues that are not comparable to the Premier League. Is there actually a thing that he's actually going to come out? Is he actually going to go to Serie A? Very little Italian players actually leave Serie A and go to the Premier League. Just facts. That's simple facts. Look at it. Look through history. And actually become a success. So, there you go. I'll leave that to you. Do you feel it's a good signing? Do you feel it's not? Let me know. Put it in the chat. Leave it in the comments. I'm actually going to put the link in at some point. I've got to get through the rest of the news. De Jong and Nunes updates, shall we say. Frankie de Jong saying he didn't want to go. Now we're saying that the deal's close to being completed. It will be an incredible signing for Man United, especially with the fact they've had their worst season ever and they're in the Europa League. It will show the pull of what an elite manager has. That's the pull of having an elite manager. Right? You get that pull to buy. You can still buy top quality players. Right? You know what I mean? Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Right. So, De Jong's reluctant to leave the club. 70 mil is the deal that's been agreed. So it's up to De Jong, really. But I'm going to put this twist in it. Watch this. This is a twist. Man United fans, get in touch right now. If it doesn't go through as the talks are stalling, Man United plan shock free transfer for Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen at Manchester United. Right? Okay, it is the Sun. But I'm just finding it out there. And that's actually someone else has reported it as well. Could that be an option that they're going down if they don't get their man? Right? You see, look, Man United do it all the time. See, look. Same with Nunes. What's going on with the Nunes deal? Let's have a look at the Nunes deal as well. Yeah, I know that's my stream. Thank you very much. Is that their new shirt? Jesus Christ, it looks shit. But it's like ours, got a fucking collar on it. All done for Darwin Nunes to Manchester United. So that seems like it's going to go through. It does look like Darwin Nunes to land Darwin Nunes in a £100 million transfer package. Wow, that would be a huge, huge offer. There's also signing about Timber as well. Timber's going there as well. Because we know 7 players have left Manchester United, right, including Paul Pogba. And actually, Paul Pogba as well. Please get in touch. What do you think of his time at Manchester United? Was it good or was it bad? Right? Did he live? In the end, it was a failure. He was brought there to help them go to the next level, and they didn't. It's been such a turbulent time. Sorry, you needed a drink. Well, I do feel right. So Darwin Nunes looks like it's pretty much going to be done. I'll be surprised if Darwin Nunes doesn't go through now. To be honest, it's all about De Jong. De Jong's making his own choice. So there you go. I'm going to stick the link in the chat. You can all come on and have your say. Also let some people know as well. You know, look at. Big up Ants, Diop coming to Leicester. Come on in 2 minutes. No worries, man. Coming to Leicester. I haven't seen that, but I will check on it. Right. I will check on it actually. Since you mentioned it, I will mention it. And actually, I will mention something about Saliba. Someone posted me. I thought I was going to leave it, but I'll leave it till tomorrow. I might leave it till tomorrow. But it's good news if you're an Arsenal fan. Let's put it that way. Seems he hasn't been completely deluded by Arteta. Can't come on today, but yeah, don't worry, man. Good to see you back. Steven, have you watched Scamacca videos on YouTube? You like attacking? Yeah, but Ansi, it's like I said, you can't make judgments really from. I need to watch games proper, full 90-minute games to see what he does on the pitch, because those compilations usually miss out the key parts of what he does. You usually miss out the big bits, the most important bit. You know what I mean? Sorry, new drink. Both. Sorry. My bad. Saliba's staying. Yeah, I mean, it depends. Why can't Arsenal just take him, put him in our defence, get rid of that shithole called Ben White? Why? He's 10 times better. How much more has this guy got to prove? Right? Has he got to bend down and kiss fucking Arteta's feet? I don't understand it. Could you understand Eddie's payments from him if it meant we got first? No, because I think there's something else behind it, mate. There's something else behind it. It makes no sense. Why buy? I don't know. No. You're not buying a player, right? You don't build relationships with clubs by buying them, right? Never. It's never been done. If he's on a free, he's on a free. You buy him on a free, right? You buy him. How do I put this? On a free, and you build that relationship with the club, saying we do good business for you every time. Everyone's sound, right? We all expect each other. Bish bash bosh, we'll do nosh. You know what I mean? So it seems like that. It sounds dodgy. It is dodgy. It's Rouse and Lily dodgy. Big up, and I hope you do. Yeah. What do you want to say on anything we just mentioned?
Oh, I've only just dropped in the chat a couple of minutes ago, but the thing that I find about Saliba so strange is you signed him a year after we signed Fofana, and they're basically the sort of similar age.
Well, apparently Saliba was supposed to be the better.
He probably was at the time, but now Fofana's played over 100 games in the Premier League. He's built up that experience of playing in the Premier League, and as well as Saliba's done in France, he'd already done all of that before he'd come to Arsenal. It seems like it was a sideways step. And even if he wasn't going to be a mainstay in the Arsenal team, I think him being a bit part player at Arsenal last year was
Mate, you've seen our defence.
Yeah, but somehow Ben White gets in it every week. So, but even like with him being a bit part player at Arsenal, I think that's more beneficial to him than going to a league that he's already smashed it for 2 years. He knows he's fully capable of competing in League One. But the thing is with Saliba now, if he smashes it this year and doesn't sign a contract at the end of this year, he'll have 1 year left on his contract. If he really, really does well this year, he's going to, and I don't mean this in a bad way to Arsenal, like, because we've seen it with Tillmans, but if he really smashes it this year, there'll be bigger clubs looking around and clubs sort of taking that next step.
He won't stay. He won't. If he said, look, I can't do any more. If you won't let me play, then what's the point of me being here?
And it's like, even though if he does play and has like a sort of a big part in your season next year, if he hasn't had that doesn't sign that contract, and you get into the that last 12 months, and he has the impact you're hoping he has, like, why would he stay when there will be clubs like even PSG, like Liverpool, all of those kinds of clubs will start roaming around if he has a half decent season.
Exactly. It just makes.
So yeah, you need.
What do you get? What do you get about like Arsenal paying for a player who's available on a free?
I don't know. The thing is, if he signs this new contract, then great. Then that's sort of this problem solved. But it's like the longer that as soon as you get a player into that second year, he's sort of it's dangerous territory, and particularly a player like Saliba who hasn't got any loyalty to Arsenal because. So I feel like you're playing a dangerous game with him. I'll be honest.
Well, yeah, say we are too. Yeah, I mean Edu obviously, like, he's doing what I can consider Ralstonelli tactics. Like, why pay 3.5 million for a player who's available on a free?
Yeah, I saw about that. What's that all about? Like, I saw it's about keeping a good relationship and all of that.
Yeah, it's about keeping a good relationship with Sao Paulo. Why? So you can get all your buddies from Brazil and bring them over.
It's like,
Right,
realistically, how many promising
mate,
young
he's making that out of it.
That's it. But like from a football sense, how many young like top tier talents are going to come from Sao Paulo that are going to then choose Arsenal? It just
And who says that there aren't other clubs looking in that area?
that's it. I don't know.
Man United will be there. Chelsea will
It's
be there.
it's just dodgy. Like I think it's great the fact that he's trying to build a great relationship there, but that's just like a.
But
I
you
think
do that with
that's like a
but you
like
do that with constant deals.
yeah.
Right, if you keep dealing and you like each other, how you deal with each other's um, transfer business, that's how the relationship starts and
Yeah.
it builds from there.
And it's
So
like well,
we
if
don't
you
have a relationship with Liverpool after what they did with Suarez, for example,
it's
right?
like
But we
it's
have a
like
good relationship with Ajax because of how our transfer business with them.
It's like though, like they do produce. What I meant is like they do produce a lot of good youngsters, but
Yeah,
it's like just because you've given someone 3.5 million, that's not going to make a good relationship for future dealings. And like I don't know, it just
mate,
seems
it's
dodgy as
just giving
well.
3.5 away for 5 mil away for nothing. It's like winning the lottery. I'm
It's
like,
dodgy,
if
isn't
he's
it?
giving away 3.5 million, right, can I have it?
It's just dodgy. There's
You know
something
what I
going.
mean? If he's giving it away for free, can I have some? I need it. I'll send you my bank details. You know what I mean. I'll make some money out of that.
It wouldn't surprise me if there was something more to it than that. It really wouldn't. But it's so dodgy.
Oh, by the way, sorry. Also gonna say big up to Lee Gunner. It's his birthday today, so thought I'd say that. Uh, yeah. I mean, you mentioned about Diop, so you're gonna have to inform me on that one.
It's
'Cause I
literally
haven't
a
heard of it.
story that's broken about half an hour ago that we're looking at.
Okay. And
The
that's good because I was
yeah,
making lunch at half an hour
yeah.
ago, so I hadn't had a clue. I
So
did see there was a development on the Arsenal bit with Jesus was back on, and I was thinking like, is this the end of the Gabriel Jesus chase? Like that was the question about getting Scamacca, and yes, I have spelled it wrong on the overlay, but I ain't changing it now. We're halfway through the show, so I'm not doing it now. But yeah, like we bought Scam, like we're looking like we are definitely going hard for Scamacca. It's 10 million cheaper than Jesus. What a surprise! It's typical Arsenal, and I don't care what anyone says. We're not getting both. We're
I
not
don't.
getting both. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. Right?
I'm not.
Because Jesus wants to be the main man. Scamacca is already the main man in Serie A. So he want to be coming in and be the main man.
I,
Nketiah wants his shout as well.
yeah, the thing is, I'm not going to pretend to know anything about him. Like this is particularly, I notice it
Oh,
more with
I
our.
know. You've seen all the top gooners already. Oh, we've been. I knew we've been linked for him for ages. Arteta's been linked with him for months. So why hasn't no fucker mentioned it then?
I
Why is it
hadn't,
now broke over the last 2 days? It's
I hadn't
only
heard.
come about the last 2 days. I've literally gone back 2 days before because that's when I first heard it. So I thought, okay, I must be a week behind everyone else. So I've gone back a week behind. No, the day I heard it was the day it broke. So how the fuck did you? If you've been knowing this for so long, why haven't you been saying when when everyone was going about Jesus, you were not? Why aren't you all saying no? It's Scamacca we want. It's
The thing
Scamacca
is,
we want.
I think the Arsenal fans,
Bullshit.
well, not just Arsenal fans. I'd say there's a lot of fans who
Well, they claim to be Arsenal fans, mate. They claim to be the top ones, but
but you,
yeah.
but it's not just that. It's a lot of fans. Sort of, you'll be linked to a player that you'll never have heard of, and then all of a sudden, about 3 hours later, they're an expert who seems to have
Oh,
watched
it's like
them.
Tomiyasu. Remember when Tomiyasu broke? They're like, I knew we were in for him. I knew we were getting him. He's fucking brilliant. I've seen so many compilations of him. He done that. Look how he did Ronaldo when he was in Serie A. Right? And I'm like, Shut the fuck up.
The thing is, it's like there's that. I do actually like Tommy as a player, but
If someone sits there as an Arsenal fan, as you've watched Sasulu for at least the last 6 months, you're a fucking liar. I'll put my house on it. You would not. If you put absolute money on it, you would not have heard an Arsenal fan be watching Sasulu and Scamacca for the last 6 months, unless you're trying to be a scout for Arsenal.
the thing is about it though is like I actually do like Tomiyasu as a player, but that's only purely based on what he's done this season. I can't lie, I haven't watched him much in Serie A, but it's the fact that like you get these clips coming out of like him tackling Ronaldo and all of that, and it's like I could find the clips of Dan Amati bodying Ronaldo to the floor and making him look like the best centre back in the world. Do you know what I mean? These compilations, this is what does my head in when people base stuff on compilations. It shows all the positives. It shows all the positives of a player, but it won't show sort of a true full 90 and sort of the negative side of his game. It'll show, like, say if you try 100 crosses into the box and one comes up, you'll only get that one cross into the box that goes into that compilation.
What you also see as well, what I also see as well is that it not just that, is that you would also get this you might even miss the most important bit of the build. Say like it's part of the build up, you miss the most important bit. You see what he does at the end when he scores the goal, but you don't see what he does beforehand.
Yeah, I don't know, compilations, they're good for a use, but if you're purely basing stuff,
if you could find a Sasulu fan, mate, good on you, mate, because I can't.
I did when we was linked to Berardi, and I got quite a good sort of interview about him about Berardi. But like compilations,
cool, send him my way.
Compilations are good but not if that's your use of like research and stuff. If you're like just to sort of have a look at them and get sort of a feel of a player, then great. But if you're using that as your sole use of research, then what's the like? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I was like, so what does he do like throughout the 90 minutes, just generally off the ball? I didn't see that bit. It's because that's not part of a compilation. They show you what's good. They show you when he scores the goal. He doesn't show you like what he does off the ball, the movement, like, and the movement off the ball. Right, movement off the ball can be frigging crucial to how you build up your attacking play. Right, but it makes you, whether you do crossing in and play as target man, or you build up through the lines and play through the lines.
And like, whatever I'll say about like that for us is Patson Daka. His best work comes off the ball, like running the channels, holding up the ball.
He's quality.
Oh, I really like him. He's a raw talent, but there's a proper player in there, and I think this year is going to be the year that he really sort of explodes because with Vardy getting older, he's going to get more and more minutes. But if you only watch a compilation of Patson Daka, you'd think it's just a pacing behind him. That's it. That's all there is to his game. But if you actually watch him for a full 90 minutes, the movements he makes are so intelligent, and the way that he works for channels, the way that he brings the centre backs out from sort of their comfort zone in dropping deep, then with spinning in behind, like that kind of thing you don't get from these compilations. You actually have to watch the player play, and it's like it gives you, as I say, it can give you. I could make Iosi Perez look like the Spanish Messi on a compilation. So
yeah, I'd rather get Calvert-Lewin. He's prime proven and sounds like he wants a move. I'm not surprised there since he's been with Everton struggling. Mate, the problem with the Calvert-Lewin is he's been in the Premier League for so long, and he's not once got over 20 goals a season. In a season, not just the league, in a season. So for me, that doesn't add up.
Everton, like.
I understand that, but even this previous seasons before that, when they're actually doing half decent, he still didn't do anything.
Since he's broke into the first team and been a mainstay there, they've never really had any good creative players, apart from the year that he hit 16 goals when they had James Rodriguez, who was injured pretty much the whole time. So I do like how going, but I do think that you will get your pants pulled down if we go.
Yeah, he needs. We need something better than that. Much better than that. Look, me. If I trust me, if I knew more about Scamacca, I could quite easily say, yeah, he's absolutely a good option. Look, it's like with any player that comes in, like especially ones that I don't know. I'm not gonna sit there immediately and cuss them. I know some people I know will just go. They'll do a 10-minute video like this, and then they'll go, "He's not right. I've never heard of him. He's what? This is the problem of our club." I know exactly who he is as well. And then, yeah, further down the line when he's come to Arsenal, when he starts banging in goals, he said, "I've always rated him." You know what I mean? So yeah, it absolutely. It doesn't make any like for me. If we're going, it's like I said, if we're going for Scamacca, we're not going for Jesus.
No,
Jesus is I think Jesus might be even a smokescreen to see if we can get the price down for Sasulu.
my thing with Jesus, and like I think he would improve you, like, undoubtedly. But the biggest worry I'd have with him, in fact, is he like you're having to double his wages to convince him to come to Arsenal. So is he coming
Not
to
me,
Arsenal?
mate.
But like Arsenal are having to double his wages, aren't they, for him to be convinced? And like for that would be a concern for me. But I do undoubtedly think that he would improve you guys. But it's like, is he that level? Like he'll improve you, but is he going to improve you to the level of where you want to be?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think. Look, thanks to the fact we're not in Champions League, thanks to some manager. It feels like that we're doing two things, like uh not the person. Oh yeah. Don't worry about it. I know what you mean, mate. Don't worry about it. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, it feels like that we're gonna probably have to build a squad to basically try and get in the Champions League, and then look at the player, and then try and sort of reshuffle to get the top quality squad that we need. So it's like buying players to get in the Champions League and then spending more to get the players to go and challenge the league.
My worry would be, I think you missed a golden opportunity last year because Tottenham, for a lot of the season, until sort of 10 games in, were absolutely cross. Then you only
Ten
had
Hag though.
yeah, you only had one game a week last year as well. Obviously, with Europa League, then you're going to have 2 games a week, Thursday, Sunday. It's going to get a lot harder, and people will laugh at this. With us only having 1 game a week next year, and we're going to invest heavily, we're going to be back. We won't have the injuries that we've had this year, so we'll be there or thereabouts. West Ham will spend again this summer. Obviously, you got teams like
Aston Villa.
Nah, Villa are shit. Don't even swear at me.
I actually said that, not even realising, but there you
go. Like it will
shows
be,
what I know about the Leicester Villa rivalry, doesn't it?
it's like the thing is, it's not even a rivalry. It's like Forest rivalry. Just like I've heard it since about.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Oh, cannot wait! It's gonna be since 2011 though. From Villa fans, oh, we're going to finish top 10. We're going to challenge for Europe. They haven't finished top half since 2012, and they've spent that much. They are Everton. They are the Midlands Everton. That is all they are. So, like, honest to God, look.
Newcastle. All right, so leave Villa out of it. Newcastle was definitely another one. Palace look half decent. They're going to improve.
Palace, but I think they'll be about 10th again.
They'll be the same. I don't think they'll go above us. But if you look at those teams and you're thinking like, look at Ten Hag already. He's pulling, despite the fact he's in Europa League football, despite Man United's crisis that they're having, 7 players gone. He's getting De Jong and Nunes, and actually nearly Nunes is pretty much a done deal, and De Jong looks like it's going to be a done deal as well.
Right? as
Oh, it
much
has
as
gone wrong before, but that's the pull of an elite manager. And you're telling me an elite manager does it? It's not a yet be or an end all. It
thing is,
fucking helps.
it's not just the elite manager as well. I don't like United. I think a few years ago, I'd say you would have had a similar pull to Man United. I don't think the Arsenal brand has the same sort of global appeal that United does
No
anymore.
one does because it's Man United.
No, but I think your global brand over the last 10 years has decreased massively from what it was. Like, in terms of that image of like a top tier club. Globally, you're probably bigger now than you ever have been. But in terms of like that image of you being an elite football club, and I don't because I know I'm going to get attacked from this because you're mainly an Arsenal channel, but I don't think you've been an elite football club since you left Highbury.
Yeah, I'll give it up.
Maybe a couple of years after.
Mate, this is the different Arsenal channel. You won't get roasted here.
Oh, trust, I get roasted on every Arsenal channel I go on.
No, mate, I'll most likely agree with you.
But it's because it's all about money now, isn't it, for you lot, which is a shame.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think that's why dude's cashing in? It's like, well, we ain't gonna get anything in progress, so let me cash in. You know what I mean? But then is the white. Oh, okay. No, Stephen. Look, I said it looks like it's. I didn't say it's official. I said it looks like, right. Half the reports are saying he might be going. Half the reports say he's probably staying.
They're
Right. So it is basically everything's been agreed. It's basically down to De Jong. What does he want to do? Right. And I've seen plenty of players say in an interview, I'm dedicated to Barcelona. I'm going to stay at the club and this, that, and the other. Then the next minute they're jumping ship to Man United or Arsenal or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's like Cole. Cole said, I'm completely committed to Arsenal, everything like this, and then he fucks off to Chelsea to fucking worst snake. Right? So there you go. All finished. All finishing no all-round game. Good point. Great. I completely agree. Arsenal have been finished since they left Highbury. Looks or it's done. It's not official. Wait. Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said I've not said it's official yet. I've just said it's like getting close. It's getting close to it. Right? So it's like I said, everything else is sorted. It's pretty much basically what does Dion want to do? The offer's there. It's all done. You just got to decide what do you want to do? Do you want to stay here or do you want to go? Simple. So it's down to him, and he's got pretty much another 2 months to work it out what he wants to do. Go back and look at my message. What one did I miss? This one. How would you rate each of Edu's signings as a flop or success? His first win. Oh, fuck me.
Let's go back.
Jeez. Willian, fuck up. David Luiz, was that it? Yeah, David Luiz. Bollocks, bullshit.
I didn't think it was that bad for you, was it?
Oh, it was terrible.
It was average.
It's not good enough for me. But well, after one season, I wanted him gone. That says it all. Who else am I thinking? Fuck me. Pepe never got the chance. I'm also gonna say, so we do like this season. No, the season before that. Partey, yes, definite success. Willian flop. Who else did we spend on?
Tierney?
Tierney, that was success. Martinelli, good. Then we go to 21-22. I'm gonna go Tomiyasu, decent. Ramsdale, player of the season. Ben White, absolute fucking dreadful. Right? Absolute waste of time and money. and that's even after one season. Right, God knows what next season's going to do. Who else did we buy? Oh, who else did we buy? I can't think. My mind's gone blank.
What about
The Conga. It's got to go out on loan. Tavares, shit. Yeah, I think that's it. Really.
You signed Gabriel. Oh, what's his name? The big
Martin.
Mangal. Oh, I don't know.
Gabriel. Gabriel is good signing. Brilliant. Yeah, thanks for that. I needed that.
And Odegaard as well.
I needed that. Dion, what I got if Barcelona bring in someone immediate to replace him, they can't do that. Yeah, but Static. The problem is that it's the problem with Barcelona's finances. That's why the reports are that like Barcelona's finances show they've got to shift some players out, right? Still, so that's why they're entertaining the offer of 70 million. I think it's around 70 million for De Jong, right, to shift him off the wage bill because the wage bill is still too high for FFP. So that's why Man United are probably in the door in the first place, right? So yeah, that's why. Yeah. So as much as Barcelona might want to wait for someone to bring in, they might not get a choice. They might have to do it anyway. So it all then comes down to how each team reacts to it. Big up to everyone at the minute. Don't forget these videos. The live streams will be 1 hour long. The videos won't. I'll not be doing recordings for an hour long. Trust me. Ramsdale and Ben Shite was Arteta's requests. Yeah. Oh, Odegaard. Odegaard's another one. I don't know. He's all decent.
My thing about Odegaard, and I don't know, Arsenal fans, you obviously watch him a lot more than me. In big games, he seems to sort of shy away quite a lot and not.
Yeah.
When it's going your way, he seems to always be there and look brilliant. But when
he looks brilliant when he's playing Gibraltar.
But it's like when the play's going your way, he looks absolutely brilliant, undoubtedly about it. But when you need a player to take the game by the scruff of the neck, which is what you sort of need that number 10 to be, he never seems to do that for you. And like when going gets tough, he seems to disappear.
Yeah, I actually rate why I think no, Freddie. Come on, man. Right, you even have the name of a legend, Freddie Ljungberg. Please, come, like, see sense. He's crap. He's dog shit. Look, I've never been more sure of anything in my life. He is awful. Right, put me attached to a freaking hospital pump and put me in defence. I'll be there. Right, Steven, can you see Arteta using Martinelli? Swap. No. If he does, there'll be a fucking riot. There'll be a riot. I'm telling you. I know that's it. That's how I know. So, but yeah, I mean, and here's the difference between like the top four and where we are now. Like, look what Spurs have done already. They've already bought Perisic. That's done. I think Chelsea have pretty much got. Who is it?
Osman Dembele, isn't it?
Osman Dembele.
But the thing is as well, like, you typically have never been a team that acts quickly in the transfer window anyway.
Oh no, we will
drag out all summer or for at least a couple of months.
We'll look like we're going to buy someone in June, July, or might even buy someone in June, July. Then it goes quiet for a month or two. Then the season starts. Then fans will moan, why aren't we prepared? Right? Then realise that we'll lose our first two games, realise we're in a crisis, right? And then start panic buying for the last week of the season. That is a general Arsenal transfer window timeline.
Yeah.
You go through our history, that's exactly what we've done.
The thing is with us, we're probably going to have to take quite a while this summer, but typically we act quite quickly. But it's like,
But you act like a big club. It's like that's what we're paying, and that's an end of it.
yeah, I don't get it as well. Saying about paying and stuff. I know this is completely off topic of like transfers and stuff. How have your season tickets gone up again? They're already stupidly overpriced. Like, honest to God, like I know it's completely off topic. It's only because I renewed mine yesterday, and I was looking at them just out of interest. Like how much? I actually feel sorry for you lot that you get rinsed with match tickets. It's like,
Mate, we get. I told you, as soon as we got any form of Europe, they were thinking that's our excuse for another 5%.
Ours have gone up,
and our fans are stupid to buy it.
Ours have gone up slightly, but ours have been price froze since 2008. So ours have gone up from 3.9.
Oh, aren't you lucky?
In it, mine's gone up from 3.95 to.
Mate, it cost me 90 quid to go to a top flight. Like, I mean, talking a big game. Arsenal Chelsea cost me 90 quid in just the ticket. Just the ticket. Then it was 30 quid. It was 30 quid in fuel. £10 for food and drink.
Yeah, mine's 402 for the season, but that includes cup games as well. So,
mate, someone paid £1,100 odd pound back in 2016, and it's gone up since then.
Like Muppets. Sorry, like.
And I'm sorry, and you want and yet, right? We're not getting Champions League football. We're not winning titles, right? And we're run by a fucking fraud of a manager. Can you see how stupid our fan base is now?
The thing is, I bet you a lot of these people who are like putting hashtag Cronky out every time you lose are the same people that are buying new shirts.
Yeah, they do it because it looks good on their Twitter.
My thing is,
it gets them likes and retweets because you've put hashtag Cronky out, right? But they do fuck all about it. But they're sitting there, they're doing it while they're putting their nice new Arsenal shirt on, right? With the collar and the button on, going back to school, right? You know what I mean? I've seen Man United's new shirt. It looks shit.
I say that taking a piss, but I'll be doing that first day of next season. But the thing is, I love our owners and everything that they stand for in terms of like a football club. No, but you know what I mean? Like, that's why they'll be never.
Do you want to rub it in anymore?
I could do if you want, but
this is supposed to be a transfer show. This ain't supposed to be a fucking Arsenal. Let's rub it in like that with our owners show. Jesus Christ!
You lot have never really been like.
Our owners are better than yours. Doodah, doodah.
Like, the thing is, like, people moan about your owners, but they do spend money. It's just they spend it on absolute dross.
No, they don't.
Like,
comes from no. That comes from Arsenal's pocket.
No, but when I say they spend money, like
the only money they've spent is paying off the stadium, and that was not to benefit Arsenal. No, that was to benefit themselves, so they can have a debt-free assets in the future loans they wanted to take out to pay the other loans that were taken out, right? To go and support the Rams.
No, what I meant
that's the only reason they did it.
What I meant by when they spend money is like it would be very easy for them to do what Mike Ashley did at Newcastle: pocket the money generated by Arsenal, and not like reinvest any of that. Like, they have spent money on transfers, and that money on transfers, but it'd be very easy for them to sort of do what Mike Ashley did in terms of pocketing the money. So, like, I'd say your owners, they're not good.
Like, sorry, hang on a minute. You carry on talking. I need to check something out.
Yeah. So, like, it'd be very easy for them to do that, but at the same time, I'd be very fearful of getting rid of what you've got at the moment, because it can always be worse. And like, Newcastle's a perfect example of that. But at the same time, with these current owners, you're never going to compete again. So it's about that balancing of, like, if you get them out, who actually comes in that's going to take you to that next level. But
mate, no. Oh, no, he's getting it. I'm sorry. I've got to call it out. Sentiment, you are a genius. I'm sorry. No, he's getting it. I'm sorry. right? Don't ever chat to me about Cronky out, Luca. Don't ever fucking do it. You've gone and bought the new fucking top. You melt. You utter melt. You honestly, seriously, after the season we've had, you've gone and bought the new shirt. Give me a break. You're as mad as those fans that sit in that stadium reading their new tops round like, we've got fifth, we've got Europa League. Oh my God.
At least your new top's been released. We're still waiting for that. We don't even know whose ours is going to be with next year.
I'm sorry. Nah, mate. Don't talk. Sorry. Don't talk to me about Cronky out. There is no one. No, you can never say Cronky out to me, Luca. You can't, because you end up buying the shit. You end up putting money in his pocket.
It's just
right?
exactly what we were just
And then
saying.
this is, and you want things to change. This is why things won't change, because fans that buy tickets, that buy the shirts, which you do, right, will end up carrying it on because they make their money out of you. Well done.
Like, everyone's free to do what they want, but it's exactly what we were just saying a second ago.
Don't ever chat to me about Cronky out.
It's like those people saying Cronky out will then be putting money in his pocket later. Completely randomly, going back to transfer news, this is just broken. Hamza Chowdhury looks like he's heading off to West Brom, which is good, and hopefully we can get as big a fee as possible for him.
Knowing you'll probably get 50 mil for him.
We look like we're getting. It looks like it's 10 mil with a 15% sell-on clause, which for a player that's not good enough for the Premier League,
that's not bad.
Yeah, so
and I told you rate teams for money.
Yeah. It's
like you go in the middle. You go in the middle of the night, like with their back, like, and get their bank account details. 4 night, and next morning their bank account's empty.
Yeah. The thing is, like, you're going to get
it's overdrawn. I said I'm only supposed to spend 50 on that player million. It's now overdrawn by another 20. Fucking Leicester.
I think that you're going to get Tielemans for a bargain.
He's laughing because he's right.
But that's the only player I can think of over the last sort of 5-6 years where we've really had going to have our pants pulled down for the transfer fee. Which is
25 mil. Yeah, I'm going to mention that as well.
Everything I've seen with Tielemans is pointing more towards 30, in between 30 and 35. Anything reliable.
Before we go, there is another thing I've got to mention. I will have to mention it because I will talk about the Arsenal gossip column later, so I'm only going to mention it. Lacazette is leaving Arsenal. Is obviously, we all know, going to leave Arsenal Football Club on a free. That's another decent player that's still got quality that we could make money on, but no, we're letting him go on a free. Well done. All right, so that's now Aubameyang, Lacazette, Ramsey, Ozil, Sanchez. All right. Do you want me to keep going?
It's the same by this. Keep going.
Fuck off. Honestly.
You know, didn't you let Kieran Gibbs go on a free as well? A player that at one point was rated.
Mate, he was crap. Don't even get me started on him.
I know he was a shit player, but he was rated at like 15 million at one point, and then the next summer you sold him, didn't you? It's the same one with Walcott. Didn't you reject one bid earlier on in the window for like something like some amount, and then later
on went for, I think, nothing as well.
But you sold. I'm sure it was Walcott. Arsenal fans, you can let me know, but I'm sure there was a player that you rejected a bid for and then accepted a bid later on in the window for even less.
That was Chamberlain.
Was it? That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Actually, jokes.
People saying he's doing it for the money. So why is he getting paid 30 grand less to go to Liverpool?
No, he's doing it to go to his boyhood club, play in a competitive
Duh. What was funny? Yeah, I can see the angles, but mate, I can see the collar. I know what the collar looks like already. I ain't stupid. Mate, He's he's like that. He's like that, trying to hide it like this. And honestly, I'll send you a link, mate. I'll send you a link.
It's
You got to check it out. It's literally, it's right. Its camera's literally here.
the only reason it's so funny coming from him is because of the crap that he's talked about Cronky out for the last like 2 years.
You know what I mean? Like, you're just like, what the fuck? You got to put it in the body. You got to see it. The angle is fucking brilliant. Just put it halfway through the video. You see the angle. And you see the collar on the edge.
I'm just going to put a comment saying nice new top.
You did.
There we go.
You're now a conky lover. Oh yeah.
Mate, I like the new top. I actually do like your new top this year. But if I was an Arsenal fan, I wouldn't be buying it.
So it's one of those. It's like nice new top. Do you now support Conky?
No. I hope because I think we stay with Adidas. I'm hoping because it's a template.
Yeah, Adidas are quite good. Like, to be fair.
We do. I'm hoping our kit's the same because yours is just a red template kit. I hope ours is the same, just blue. So.
Yeah. I don't like this collar thing though. You know what I mean?
I like a kit with a collar.
I ain't going back to school.
That's fine. That's fine.
I don't want this shit. I've got to give me top pattern up, sir.
Got a job to do. Go work, innit?
Mate, no. You ain't going to make yourself look any more professional wearing a football top to work. Just having a collar on the top. This is not going to happen. You could put a tie there and it still won't work.
I might do that. Go in my new Leicester top and a tie on my first day.
Leicester tie in the middle. Just like, all right, guys.
Yeah.
Why, this has gone south so bad.
These streams are the best streams where you just go off on tangents, I'll be honest.
They are, to be fair. Anyway, look. It was, like I said, it's time to go. Hopefully he's the last to leave. He won't be the last, mate. Not the way we're running. Trust me, it won't be the last. But we're going to have to wrap up there because I only said an hour long. So there is a stream at 7 p.m. We're just going through the season as a whole. So just like Man City, Arsenal, Spurs, the top four race title, relegation battle, you name it, we're talking about it. But yeah. Make sure you hit the like on the video, as usual. And where can I find you, mate?
Ant's Leicester fan channel. I'm trying to get to 4K before the start of the season. So if any of you could head over, subscribe, check out what I'm doing, it'll be massively appreciated.
Yeah, definitely. Make sure you go and do that right now. But until then, everyone stay safe, stay well. And in terms of the Transfer Target Show, we'll